everyone, my name is Tiffany and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmade. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In today's video, we are talking all about my October makes and my November plans. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope that you will consider subscribing before you leave. I would love to welcome you into the sewing community and get to know you better. If you are already a subscriber and a friend of mine, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to spend some of it with me. It means so very much to me. Give this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of content and leave a comment down below. I would love to know what you accomplished in your sewing room in the month of October. And is November winding up to be a busy month for you? What do you have planned? I would love to know down below in the comments section. So I kind of made a promise to myself at the beginning of the year that I would keep track of my makes by making a makes video every month here to just keep track of what I made the previous month. So I'm going to quickly run through what I made here in the month of October. If you follow along with my channel, I have been talking about these all month, so most of these you've already probably seen, but we'll go through them again really quick, hit the high points, and tell you how I liked the pattern, and then we'll get into some November plans. Do I have plans for the month of November? Stay tuned to find out. So the month of October was a very good sewing month. I came out with 11 makes, which was really great. Most of you know we've moved into our new house now. I'm getting settled into my sewing room. So I've had some time for more sewing. My sojo is returning and I'm having a great time up here in my new sewing room. So I did have 11 makes this month in the month of October. Now 8 of those were a repetitive project and I'm going to share that real quick with you in just a second. But I did make some things for my little girl Addie. She is 3. I love sewing for her. And I made one thing for myself. So let's start with Addie's things. The first thing that I made for Addie in the month of October, it was a self-drafted project. Now this is just a prototype for my self-drafting journey, but I'm going to count it as a win. I'm counting it as a make because she loves it and she loves wearing it. This is a flannel, a fabric, 100% cotton from Joann's. Very inexpensive piece of fabric. I had it in my scrap bin actually, but I wanted to try self-drafting a little skirt for my daughter. I had some requirements in mind. I was having a hard time finding a pattern, so I just decided to try it out for myself. Now this one is not perfect. I need to tweak the pattern still a little bit, but it did turn out pretty good and Addie loves wearing it. This, like I said, is just flannel fabric, has an elastic, a piece of elastic up here at the waistband, has something of a wide hem here. So I enjoyed making this one. Not my favorite thing, not perfect yet, but Addie does enjoy wearing it, so I'm counting it as a win. And then the other thing that I made for Addie was a part of her Halloween costume. She wanted to be Peppa Pig for Halloween, so I found some of this kind of pinkish, reddish colored jersey within my stash. It was perfect. It matched Peppa's outfits perfectly. So I made her the Peekaboo Patterns Daydreamer dress. I have graded sizes a little bit here for Addie. This is a 3T throughout the bodice area. And then I've went on to a 5T down at the bottom. Was a little bit long, so she has kind of a chunky hem there at the bottom, but it worked out really, really well. This pattern is so fun. It is very, very simple. And actually, this is the first pattern that I used my serger exclusively to put on my bands. So this has arm bands here for the arms, and then it also has a neckband. Very easy to put on with my serger exclusively. I had a great time sewing this up. Highly recommend this pattern. It is a lot of fun. So that is what I made for Addie in the month of October, and I did make one thing for myself, and let me just tell you, it is such a great make. It is one of the most favorite things that I have ever sewn for myself. It is Simplicity 9240. Sorry about the rack number there. It is 9240. This is just a sweatshirt pattern, a raglan sleeve sweatshirt pattern, unisex, but I love this shirt. I cannot express how amazing this shirt is. I've been wearing it all month long. I have enjoyed wearing it so very very much. Like I said, it's a raglan sleeve sweatshirt. It has bands at the waist, at the cuffs. It has a really nice chunky neckband, which I love. Much chunkier really than I'm used to in my other knit patterns. So I really enjoyed making this one. Great instructions, very simple. The sizing on this pattern is extra small to extra large, but like I said, it is a unisex pattern, so it's quite roomy. I would say that the finished garment measurements would put it more up there towards like a size 2X. So I did make the extra large and it is very roomy. I had to actually take some material out of the arm. Usually I'm worried about the bicep region. I have quite a wide bicep, but for this pattern I needed to pinch out about 2 inches actually from the entire arm. So that's what I did. Here's my sweater. Like I said, I just am in love with this thing. I love the material that I use. This was a bundle from Walmart, one of those mystery bundles. I've had it in my stash for a long time. I just never used it for anything, but it was perfect for this. It's something of a ribbed sweater knit, really soft, very comfortable. Now this pattern has pockets. You can't really tell that from just the line drawings on the pattern, but it does have pockets. I put a flannel fabric in there as my pockets. Such a good choice. Flannel pockets in a sweater. So cozy, you guys. Give it a try. It was such a good decision. My pockets are so warm for my hands, and I have just loved wearing this garment so much. There's the kind of chunkier neckband. Do you see how chunky it is? Perfect, perfect. Absolutely love it. Really nice cuffs, really nice waistband area. Love it. This pattern gets a 10 out of 10 for me. It probably needs more like a 12 out of 10. It is such a great pattern. Do give it a try. If you love making cozy things, this pattern is for you. And then those other 8 projects that I made in the month of October were 8 little pillowcase dresses that I donated to my local quilt shop. They're being put into the Good Samaritan Christmas boxes and shipped off to little girls around the world. So I loved participating in that. I did 8 of them in like one weekend, and that was a lot. It was a big effort, but it was so worth it, and it was really great to contribute to that. So I donated those to the quilt shop, and they are gone. I don't have them to show to you, but I'll pop some pictures in. Before I get into my November plans, I did want to mention my sewing journal. This thing is such a lifesaver. I talked about it a ton at the beginning of the year, and then I've kind of slacked off in mentioning it, but this is my sewing journal, and this is how it's looking so far this year. This is a very inexpensive little journal that I just got off of Amazon. I'll link it down below, and I absolutely adore using it. It's very inexpensive. It's like $5 on Amazon, and it's so awesome to be able to keep track of your makes. I add all kinds of information in, or sometimes I don't add any information in at all. Let me see one where I did not. This Parker dress for Addie, I've made it several times, so I just didn't even write anything in. So add notes, don't add notes, but I love this thing. Now it does get quite chunky. We've talked about that before on my channel about trying to get it spiral bound. Haven't been able to find anywhere that can do that for me yet, but it's fine. And I love keeping track of all of my makes through the year. It's a one-stop shop. So try out a sewing journal if you have not yet. Okay, let's talk plans for the month of November. So I am participating in the wonderful challenge that Allison from Sew Like Dottie and Adam from Adam Sews are putting on this month, the A Gift to November 2023 challenge. I'll be having a video come out on that topic here very soon. So I do have a lot of Christmas sewing that I want to do in the month of November. I say it every year that I need to start my sewing earlier, and then it never happens. But hopefully this November, I am making space in my schedule to get my sewing for Christmas in. So I'm not going to share those projects with you today. I will be sharing them in the future in a Gift to November video that's coming out soon. But I do have a couple other projects that I want to get to here in the month of November. The first plans that I want to share with you were a few that were coming over from October. I did not get to my going home sweater from Ellie Ellie and Mac, or the Peekaboo Patterns Dakota Dolman that I wanted to make. I wanted to do a matchy-matchy kind of outfit for Addie and I, centered around this fabric right here. This is a double brush poly from Joann's. I love these fall colors. Had this in my stash for at least a year and I wanted to use it up. So I have plans to make the going home sweater and the Dakota Dolman. Spoiler alert, I have been very busy this weekend. As I talk to you, it is Sunday actually, so I've been sewing away all weekend and I've accomplished some things. So that was on my plans for November, and I've been really good at hitting a few plans already. So I don't have all of the fabric to show you, and I'll be sharing more about those makes, the good and the bad, in the future. The next project that's on my list is another something of a secret. I will share the fabric with you. This is a beautiful, it looks like a waffle knit, but it's fuzzy on the back. This is from Fabric Mart Fabrics. I bought it quite a while ago. I think it was like 2021. I had 2 yards of this, and I've got a little secret project brewing with one of my favorite sewing friends. So you will be seeing this fabric made up very soon here in the month of November. And then the last non-Christmas sewing project that I want to tackle this month is an apron for myself. So this is our first Thanksgiving in our new home, and we are hosting Thanksgiving this year. I have volunteered to host it for my husband's side of the family, so about 35 people are planning to come. But I wanted to have something special, make something special for myself for this gathering that's coming. I wanted to spoil myself with a new apron. So I found a free pattern. It is called the Cross Back Apron for adults and kids. I'll link it down below. This is a PDF pattern that I've already printed online. Let me show you the line drawings. I like this style of apron. I like that it crosses in the back. I like that there's not ties choking at my neck and around my back. I really want to sew this apron up for my Thanksgiving meal that day to protect my nice clothes. So I did pull some fabric out of my stash. Now this is not traditional fall fabric. I'm using stash fabrics, even though I'm very tempted to go look at fall or Thanksgiving fabrics. I went to my stash instead, and I did come up with this really pretty, it's kind of an orangey, peachy colored gingham. I thought it was really pretty. I have quite a bit of it. And then to match it for pockets or the straps or something, I'm not real sure what I'm going to use it for, I have this floral. So just not traditional, maybe Thanksgiving colors, or this floral isn't at least, but it was from my stash and I'm excited to use up these really pretty fabrics together. We'll talk about the rest of my November plans when my A Gift to November video comes out, so I can't wait to share that with you. For now, I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.